hear me well?
Yes, I can hear you well.
Okay, nice. Can you see me?
Yes, I can see you.
Okay, great. So, Andy, how's your day going?
Today afternoon is very tired because I I have a class at I have a class at 3 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
3 at 3 55. So I
3:55.
Yeah, so I ended this class at 5:55.
Oh, so in 5 minutes, you have another class with me, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, what about after my class? Do you still have other classes after this one?
I don't have.
Okay, well, that's good so that you can have a rest. Okay, so Andy, what about in the morning? What did you do?
In the morning.
Mm,
Oh, I have a Chinese class. I have a math class.
you had a math class. So, yes, today you are very busy with all classes, right? Okay, so Andy, without further ado, please look at your book. Do you have your book with you?
No, I cannot find in my book.
Oh, it's okay. What about your screen? Look at your screen. Can you see your book?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. So now, Andy, today we are going to continue our class. But hold on. I think for this one, okay, so where are we? So yes, we are now in this. Okay, so are you ready to start our class, Andy?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so we will continue with this story. Okay, so this story is all about Claudia's blog. So for this one, Andy, I want you to read Claudia's blog.
Okay. Dear friends, sorry I haven't blogged for a while. I've been a bit busy lately. You'll find out why. But first of all, have you entered here of geocaching? It's kind of a treasure hunting game that uses a GPS device, usually your smartphone, to find small containers called geocaches. Geocache, these are hidden all over the world, but usually people start with geocaches that are close to their home. The great thing about geocaching is that it leads you to some beautiful and amazing place that you probably didn't know that about. I can definitely recommend it. It's healthy and it's fun. Although I should warn you you that is also seriously advice. So how does it work exactly? Well, the first step is to go to the geocaching websites or download the geocaching app onto your phone. Then you choose geocache that and you start looking. People have been hiding geocaches for more than 10 years. So there are literally million of them around the world. They are sure to be some near your home. Wherever you live, there are geocaches across all seven continents. including Antarctica. Uh, some are very hard to find, and then maybe hidden beside a river, up a tree, or even below the ground. Geocaching is quite a new game. It began around the year 2000s. However, similar games did access in the past. For example, the middle of the 19th centuries, the game called letterboxing became popular in the south of England. People who enjoyed walking the countryside began to hide boxes to all along the roads. These boxes contains postcards addressed to themselves. When other walkers found the box, they collected the cards and posting them. This often took many weeks because the boxes were often hiding in remote places, but by the path. In geocache, the boxes don't contain postcards. They contain a large logbook where the person who finds it can write their name and the date. They also record the find on the website, as well as the logbook. Geocaches often contains a toy or gift. You are welcome to take this, provided provided you replace it with something you have brought of you. The basic game is just involves finding in geocaches and recording it online and in the logbook. However, there are lots of revi-
Variations.
variations. For example, there are multi-caches challenges where each cages contain the core coordinates for the next caches until you reach the final caches containing the logbook. There are also traveling caches. There where each person who finds the caches they hide it in a different location and updates the information on the websites, and there are webcam caches. They when when you do this, you don't find a physical containers or large logbook. You find a public webcam and a capture and imagine of yourself on webcam as proof as that you have been successful. I've tried of these of these types and personality. Uh, person Personally, I enjoy the communications challenge the most. Geocaching in active you can do alone, or like me with geocaching in is an activity you can do alone, or like me with a couple of friends. But they are also geocaching events where you get together with hundreds of other fans of the game. For example, the Fumble After Dark event is held every November in Sweden, and sounds like great fun. About the thousands geocachers get together for a day of talks and uh, presentations about geocaching, and then they head outside into a darkness for some nighttime adventures. I've I've been enjoy my geocaching experiments so much that I'm seriously thinking about thinking about going to Fumble After Dark next year. So why don't you get into uh, geocaching too? And I might see you there. Bye for now.
Okay, so thank you so much for reading Claudia's blog. That was quite long to read, right? But it's good because you managed to finish reading this one, Andy. Okay, so I can see, Andy, that you are a great reader. However, there are words that you mispronounce. So please listen and repeat. You say hidden,
Hidden
geocaches,
geocaching,
addictive,
addictive,
continents,
continent,
exist,
exist,
coordinates,
coordinates,
multicache.
multicache,
Yes, multi or multi, that's fine. Experiences.
experiences.
Okay, so Andy, do you have any question about Claudia's blog?
No.
Okay, so since you don't have any question, I have question for you. What kind of game do you think they are playing?
What the game did I think that him playing?
Yes.
Hunter game?
Okay, so why do you think that it's like hunter game or
Because
hunting game?
because this there's have a GPS challenges.
Yes, exactly. It's like finding treasures. So yes, it's like a hunting game. Very good. So now, Andy, so in here, the perfect term for this game is what we call geocaching. Just like what you say, it's like hunting treasure using GPS. Okay. So now, in this game, they are going to find geocaches with their smartphones. Okay, so now Andy, here it is. So for multiple choice question tests, so we will learn the strategy in reading. So are you familiar with multiple choice questions?
Multiple choice question. May test.
Okay, so when we say multiple choice question, so this is a type of test that gives answers, multiple answers, just like A, A. Let's just say, what is the name of of someone who wrote the blog? Then I'm gonna give you multiple choices. A, Peter. B, Bruce. C, Ben, or D, Claudia. So that is a multiple choice question. Okay, it has answers. So when we say multiple choice, this is in Chinese. Hold on, I will use translation, Andy, so that you can understand. Here it is. Multiple choice questions.
多项选择题，多项选择题，
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is multiple choice questions. So now here it is. So this type of test will check factual information. So what is factual information? So these are informations that we can see on the text that we've read. Okay, it could be detailed or general. When we say detailed, so these are the small details from the text. But when we say general, it is a whole passage or general idea of the passage. Okay, so example, what was the article all about? So it was about a game called geocaching. So this is an example of factual information. Okay, which is in general? Okay, Andy?
What is in general?
Okay, so when we say in general, let's just say that, okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question that is in general. How many students are there in your class?
32 past 40.
Okay, so now that is a general question asking the students that have the number of students that are in your class. But when we say detailed question, what is the name of the student sitting next to you in class? So that is detailed, going into smaller details. Okay,
Okay.
great. So now, Andy, let's take a look at this one. We have writer's opinion. So when we say writer's opinion, this is Claudia's opinion. So who wrote the blog? It was Claudia, right?
Writer's opinion.
Yeah, so who wrote the blog about geocaching, Andy?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's Google.
Okay, so that was Claudia.
Claudia.
Yes, because Claudia wrote the blog by herself. So what was her opinion about geocaching?
Who wrote the geocaches?
Okay, what was Claudia's opinion about geocaching?
Claudio of geocaching.
Was it fun? Was it interesting? Was it challenging?
It's challenging.
Yes, that's right. So the writer's opinion, which is Claudia, so she thinks that it was challenging. Okay, so now here it is. What is the writer's intention? So what was Claudia's intention in writing the blog?
Writer's intention.
Here it is.
To protect themselves. Seen. Maybe
Ki-
I outside. Maybe
Okay, so thank
outside.
you for your answer, Andy. So the writer's intention is to tell people about the game geocaching. Yes. Okay. So in here, Andy, so these are the multiple questions, three types of multiple choice questions. So we have here factual information, the writer's opinion, and the writer's intention. Okay. So in here, Andy, can you please read this? You can sometimes.
You can sometimes, but not always, tell the what a question is testing by reading the first part without the options.
Okay. So in reading, Andy, in order for us to answer the question correctly, we really need to read the whole passage because we cannot answer it if we're only going to read the first two part. Okay, so that's why reading is very important. So in here, Andy, do you have any question about reading strategy?
No.
Okay, now here it is. This is task 2. Okay, so for this one, I don't want you to read Claudia's blog anymore. Okay, but if you want or if you feel like you really need to read it, then you can do so. Okay, so I want you to choose the correct options from number 1. Okay, so here it is. To take part in geocaching, what do we need? Is it a mobile phone with GPS? Is it a mobile phone with GPS and a toy or gift? Is it mobile phone, a toy or gift, and a logbook, or nothing, just yourself?
A mobile phone, a toy or gift, and a logbook. Because I'm searching at the Google, I see a logbook, some and gorilla toys and others, and
Okay. So thank you for that one, Andy. So for this one, we have we need a mobile phone with GPS. Okay, it's good because you search in Google. However, this question, how do I say this one? This question is referring to Claudia's blog. We really need to base our answer to the article or to the blog that you've read. Okay? But yes, geocaching um, in real life needs a mobile phone with GPS, a toy or gift, and a logbook. Okay, so now, Andy, let's take a look at this one. So this is it. Okay, it uses a GPS device, usually your smartphone, to find small containers called geocaches. Okay, so now number two. What is the activity of geocaching? Is it A? It began in the 19th century but only became popular after 2000, or B, was originally only popular in one region of England but now has fans all over the world. C, was called letterboxing when it was first invented, or D, has similarities with a 19th century game. So what is your answer, Andy?
19th century game.
Okay, so let's check. The activity
Oh
of
no no no
geocaching.
no.
Yes, you're correct.
Yes.
Yes, so
I
you're
thought it
correct.
was
It has similarities with a 19th century game. Okay, now what here it is. However, similar games did exist in the past. For example, in the middle of the 19th century. Okay, so now, Andy, what about in number three? When you find a gift in a geocache, what will you do? A. Make a note of the gift on the website. B. Can borrow the gift but have to return it. C. Are allowed to take the gift if you replace it with something else. Or D. Take a photo of the gift as proof that you have found it.
uh first the A is incorrect because everyone wants to get the gift.
Okay, so your answer is letter A. Let's see. So this
No
is,
no.
oh,
Yeah. Yeah, I say the A is incorrect.
incorrect. Okay, so what is your answer, Andy?
Actually I want to choose number D.
Letter D. So when you find a gift in a geocache, you take a photo of the gift as proof that you have found it. Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes, this is my final answer.
Okay, thank you for that one, Andy. So it is letter C. When you find a gift in a photo in a geocache, you are allowed to take the gift if you replaced it with something else. Okay, so it is in here. Okay, geocaches often contain a toy or gift. You are welcome to take this, provided you replace it with something you have brought with you. Okay, so now here it is. Number four, the writer thinks that the most enjoyable kind of geocaching is when A. You have to find a public webcam. B. You have to find a series of geocaches. C. You have to find a geocache and then hide it in a different place. Or D. You simply have to find one geocache.
Number letter is it letter B?
Letter B. Okay, so here it is. You have to find a series of geocaches. Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay, let's check. So yes, you got it, Andy. Very good. So it's in O. So yes, that's right. So now number 5, the writer believes the fumble after dark event is A, less fun than geocaching with a couple of friends. B, would be a very enjoyable event to attend. C, is only suitable for adventurous people. Or D, needs to attract more people.
Number D.
Letter D. Okay, so this is letter B. Would be a very enjoyable event to attend. Okay, just like this one, for example, the Fumble After Dark event is held every November in Sweden and sounds like great fun. Okay, so now what about number 6, Andy? The writer has written in the blog mainly to. So, what is the intention of the writer? Is it A, to suggest that people try geocaching? B, to explain the differences between letterboxing and geocaching? C, publicize a geocaching event in Sweden? Or D, warn the reader that geocaching is addictive?
Letter C. Public geocaching event in Sweden.
Okay,
Sweden.
so here it is. This is A, to suggest that people try geocaching. Yes. Okay. So now, what about this one? Oh, so we are done with the multiple choice question. So numbers 1 to 6 and D are examples of multiple choice questions. So when we say multiple choices, we have A, B, C, D. So there are multiple. When we say multiple, that means many. Multiple choices. Okay, so Andy, it's good because you got some of the correct answers in here. So before we proceed with the next slide, do you have any question?
Oh no.
Okay, so let's take a look at this one. So please read the reading strategy and the questions in task 2. Okay, then please answer the following questions. So in here, you already read the reading strategy, right? And we learned about factual information, writer's intention, and writer's opinion. Okay, so in here, these are the questions in task 2. So we have, can you please read number 1?
To take part in geocaching, you need.
Okay, what about this one? The activity of geocaching. Number 3,
Yeah.
please read.
When you find a gift in geocaching, you.
Okay, number 4, the writer thinks that the most enjoyable kind of geocaching is when. 5, please read.
The writer believes the Fumble After Dark event.
Okay, and lastly, the writer has written the blog mainly to. Okay, so for this one, Andy, I want you to tell me the number of questions that ask about the writer's opinion. For example, what questions from 1 to 6 ask about writer's intention?
If you get the gift, you what things if you want to do?
Okay, let me see. Where is it?
Letter 3.
Okay, so let's put it in here. Anything else?
Tira change the answer.
Okay, sure.
What's the writer's intention? Uh, to take part in geocaching, you need.
To take part, what number is that?
1.
1, to take part in geocaching, you need. Okay, so here it is. That is the writer's intention. So in Chinese, Andy, this is writer's intention.
编剧意图，
Okay. So
Right.
now,
Okay.
anything else?
Uh, when you find a gift in geocaching you, no, the letter 4, the writer thinks that the most enjoyable kinds of geocaching is when.
Okay, 4. What
Yeah,
about the right?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that's all.
Okay, what about the writer's opinion?
The 5, the writer believes the form after dark event.
Okay, what else?
Opinion. To take part, the activity of geocaching. Oh, no, no, not. Uh, when you find a gift in geocache, you. Oh, no, not this. Letter 2.
Number 2.
Oh, no. Letter number 6.
Number 6. Okay. Anything else, Andy?
That's all.
Okay,
And
what about here it is. Factual information.
2
真实信
and
息，
uh
2.
2 and 3.
2 and 3. So now it's time to check your answer. Okay, so for this one, um, the writer's intention is number 6. Has written the blog mainly to. Okay, so the writer has written the blog mainly to. Okay, so that is the intention of the writer. So now number 4, the writer thinks that the most enjoyable kind of geocaching is when. Yes, and this one, number 5, writer's opinion, the writer believes the fumble after dark event. And for this one, to take part in geocaching, you need. So we have factual information, activity of geocaching. Then when you find a gift in a geocache, you. So we have 6, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. So let's check. Okay. 6, 4, 5, 1, 6, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so very good because you got 1, 2, 3, 4, and D. So this is 4 out of 6. Nice. So Andy, do you have any question about this one?
No.
Great. So now here, please take a look at the words that we just learned last week from our vocabulary. Okay, so here, please match the prepositions below with definitions 1 to 5. Okay, so example, lower than. So when we say lower than, that is below. How about number 2? At many points on something long.
At many points that's on something on long. Across. No.
Across.
Be along.
All along. Okay, so
Oh,
now here it is. Very good, all along. What about number 3? In many parts of a place.
by and below.
By and below. Okay, is that your final answer?
Yes, it's my final answer.
Okay, so we have across and all over. So when we say, okay, example, oh my God, the papers are all over my room. So that means the papers are spread in many parts of your room. That is all over. Okay. What about number 4? Next to.
Um, Beside.
Very good. Okay, what about near or at the side of?
By.
By. Great job, Andy. Okay, so for this one, Andy, you got 1, 2, 3. So that's 3 out of 5. Okay, so now, do you have any questions about these prepositions?
No.
Okay, since you don't have any question, Andy, I will have a challenge for you. So let's try to make sentences using the prepositions that we learned in task 4. So we have here below. Okay, I'm going to make my own example. The cat is below the desk. Can you please make a sentence using below?
Uh, the tower is below than before.
The tower is below than before.
No.
Okay.
No. I'm in the below of the tower.
Okay, very good. I am below of the tower. Nice. Okay, what about all along? So I'm gonna make a sentence all along. Hold on. At many points on something long. All along. Yeah, hold on. All along. I cannot think of an example using all along. Do you have, can you please help teacher Andy? Can you please make a sentence using all along?
Uh,
All along, all along. Oh, okay, this one.
I insist this hobby all along.
I'm insist of this hobby all along.
Hobby, yeah, hobby.
Okay, can you please write the word insist?
Also, sorry.
Can you please write the word insist? Was that I'm insist this hobby all along, right?
Insist. Yes, I think.
Ah, okay. So insist. I insist this hobby all along.
I insist this hobby all along.
Yes, so yeah, I insist this hobby all along. Very good. So here's my sentence, Andy. So thank you for your sentence. So here, I've been reading this book for 1 year all along. Okay, so now how about across? I'm gonna make my sample sentence. Here it is. My house is across the street.
My house is across the street.
Yes. Oh, hold on. My house. Yes, my house is across the street. Or no, 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 no. That's wrong. The glitters are across on the table. So that's one. That one's correct, Andy.
Oh, so that's correct.
Yes, the glitters are across on the table.
Glitter is across of the table. 我不去，必须去，你要不去我们就不去。 Sorry.
Yes, Andy?
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. I got stuck. I got stuck in at my internet.
Ah, yes, it's okay. So now I will make a sentence just like all over. So the glitters are all over the table. Okay, the glitters are across the table and the glitters are all over the table. So they are the same. Can you please make a sentence using across and all over?
Yes. Sorry.
Can you please make a sentence using across and all over?
Uh, Across the street and all over across the street that the hospital is all over the world.
Okay, the
It's all
hospital.
over. It's all over there.
Yes, the hospital is all over there. Okay, or we can say the hospital is across the world or across there in many parts of that certain place. Okay, so now
Yeah.
what about beside? I'm sitting beside my mom. Can you please make a sentence using beside?
The supermarket is beside my house.
Very good. What about by? Can you please make a sentence using by?
By the playground is by the road.
Very good. Okay, so Andy, thank you so much for all your sentences. Since it's already time, so we'll just end in here. Before we formally end, do you have any question?
No, I didn't have any question.
Okay, so no, I don't have any question. Thank you so much for joining our class tonight. I hope you learned something. Have a good night and see you tomorrow. Bye, Andy.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.